We're still in our third quarter, and that's the quarter of duality. It's the quarter of bonding. We have our 48th gate that we're moving into, and this is the gate of depth. It's the well. So here we are. So again, that 46th gate that was critical to our movement into the spleen, and, you know, making sure that our body has corrected anything that needs to be corrected or cleaned out what it needs to be cleaned out. And here it's all about the depth. So this potential awareness, there is a potent awareness here that is rooted in the instinctual memory that gives you the potential depth to bring logic's real workable solutions to the problems of the collective. Now again, pay attention to this logic, right? So 58, 18, 48, 16. It is absolutely, you know, it's, I don't want to say starved of a motor, but if you see here, the root will pass through the sacral, so you're getting double motored. The root will pass through the solar plex, so again, double motored there. And then, you know, this energy can move up to the heart or the ego. So we got, you know, lots of motors happening on this side. That emotional roller coaster that we see presented in our world, like tons of motors over here. And our spleen is an awareness center. It is not a motor. So logic is always starved for material, you know, finances. So that's why you see that every, you know, the cancer is looking for money, and Alzheimer's and autism and Parkinson's and blah, you know, the list could go on and on and on. Everybody's looking for money for research because science and logic is starved of materialism. And no different here. But this depth that is here in this gate, I love these people. They are deep. There's this depth of wisdom, and it actually takes some, you know, deep conversations, some real invitation for them to go into that well and bring out what needs to be expressed, and that workable solution that needs to be brought out. So more than anything, these people want to share their depth, the depth to perfect and the depth to correct the patterns in the world. And always remember, this is a projected channel, which means that it needs to be invited. There's this fear of inadequacy here, and that fear of inadequacy is, you know, I won't have the solution, you know, for what needs to be corrected. So, you know, we see this vital energy. There's this joy in this vital energy that comes up and says, okay, well, this needs to be corrected. Okay. The 18th gate says, here's what the pattern is, and this is what needs to be cleaned out. So then we move to the 48th gate, and that 48th gate says, well, do I have adequate, the adequate depth to solve this problem? And they always do. When you have this gate, they always do. It may take time. Even though the spleen is very spontaneous, to pull out that depth might take some time. There is going to be a solution within that 48th gate, okay? So wait for the invitation to share your depth. And what's really fun is that this 48th gate, if you don't have the 16th gate, they are always mentoring the perfection of skills for others. So they bring this depth, and that 16th gate brings the skills. So they're always mentoring, you know, coming up with solutions, bringing this solution to the forefront. How do we stay vital? How do we stay healthy? How do we stay safe? And all of a sudden, poof, here's what needs to be corrected, and then this depth comes out of this 48th gate. So again, all it is just watching and understanding these keynotes and paying attention to how this body graph works. And of course, when it's just the individual, this energy flows anyway, right? What you'll see as this channel progresses, you're going to see how the energy changes when you're in small groups, and again in large groups. So there's different dynamics that take place and how that energy flows. But you know, it can flow anyway when you're just on your own in your own body graph. And of course, you're never on your own. There's transits, there's people around, there's auras. So, you know, your birth chart is your birth chart, but you were never ever actually ever just your birth chart. You were always, I was always, and always will be. There's this conditioning that's always taking place. And conditioning isn't bad as long as you're not making decisions off of it. You want to be dropping into the strategy and authority and moving from there. If you're making decisions because there's a Facebook post about the energy of the day, and you choose to, you know, oh, it's not going to be a good day today, so I'll just stay at home today because so-and-so said that the energy is not good out there. That is completely what design is telling you to get away from. It is about you, trusting your strategy and authority, dropping into that strategy and authority, and moving your material body, your physical being from that place. So again, when you don't have the 48th gate, you know, you can feel very self-critical and feel that you don't have the adequate depth. And of course, you'll have the skills. So it's okay. All not self-talk, like man can are not self, get in the way of having a real healthy, joyous, desirable, imaginative life. So again, here's my design. If anything piques your interest, or you want to look further into who you are and you want this synthesized, let me know. And just a few of the different things that I do in design. And if these videos, you are enjoying them, you know, please hit the like button, get notifications so that I can share this with the world and I can be of service to everybody that can hear the message. Thank you.